Okay.
Mishnah Dalet. משנתנו היא המשך המשנה הקודמת. Our Mishnah is a continuation of the previous Mishnah. ומוסיפה ללמד. It comes to add something to teach us. שמלבד כתבי הקודש. So we learned about ספר תורahs ומזון, and we learned about food. מצילים בשבת לפני הדלקה. You're allowed to take on Shabbat because of the fire. גם כלים וגם בגדים. You're allowed to take also vessels, and you're allowed to take also garments. Let's see. ולשם, and for over there is where, לחצר המעורבת. Again, we have the difference of opinion. There means either a חצר which is מעורבת, or according to בתורה, even if it's not מעורבת. But we're going to learn it חצר מעורבת.
בעיתן הקאנון.
Yeah. מוציא כל כלי תשמישו. He takes out all the vessels for his need. In other words, he needs knives, forks, serving plates, cups, whatever he will need for the meal, he's allowed to take all the vessels. הצריכים לו לאותו שבת. But what does he need? For whatever it is. And he can save the expensive one. He doesn't need to save the cheap ones, obviously. And another thing he's allowed to do, which is a little bit strange, we need to understand it. ולובש כל מה שיכול ללבוש. He's allowed to wear as much clothing as he wants. In other words, he can put a shirt, another shirt, another shirt, another shirt, whatever he wants.
Shirts go out.
That's it. ועוטף בכל מה שיכול לעטוף. And he puts around himself 10 talitim, 10 talis around him. No, don't worry about it. כלומר, שמוציא בגדים דרך לבישתם. He takes out clothing, but he has to wear them. He's not allowed to...
Why?
We discuss on. ומותר לו ללבוש כמה בגדים שיכול ללבוש ולעטוף כמה שיכול לעטוף. He's allowed to put as many as he can put on. עכשיו, the question is that you say, how come when it comes to meal, you can only take 3?
Oh, and here...
And over here it doesn't unlimited. Aren't you afraid you're going to come and extinguish the fire?
And you have to wear them.
Aren't you afraid you're going to come to extinguish the fire? That's the thing. With the meals, we don't let you more than 3 bahul. We are afraid you're going to extinguish the fire. Over here, also be worried you're going to come to extinguish the fire. Let's see. יש סוברים, there are those who think, שהואיל והוא מוציא את הבגדים דרך מלבוש, it says there's a big difference. Them meals, what do? You are carrying them. Carrying them means once you start carrying and you rush and you carry, it means that in your mind automatically it's not Shabbos because you're carrying stuff. But when you wear them, obviously you are aware that it's Shabbos, you're not going to come to thing. That's what they say. When you wear clothing, in other words, you know, the fact that you know you're not allowed to carry them, it puts in your mind, it's Shabbos, it's Shabbos, it's Shabbos, you're not going to come to extinguish. But if you just take things and run out, Shabbos might escape your mind. The fact that you have to wear it, it's like ingrained in your mind that it's Shabbos. Because you know, I'm not allowed to take them out. Says, why am I not just taking them out? I'm not allowed to take them out. I have to wear them. Oh, you have to wear them because it's why? It's Shabbos. Oh, I'm not allowed to extinguish it. But carrying it, you might forget it's Shabbos. That's the difference. מותר לו להוציאם אף לחצר שאינה מעורבת. He's allowed to take them out even to a חצר שאינה מעורבת. Even according to Tanakama. Even according to Tanakama, he's allowed to take them to a חצר without an eruv because it's not carrying. It's דרך לבישה. It's the way you wear them. ולדעתם זוהי פסקה בפני עצמה. According to them, it's a verse on its own. ואינה מוסבת ולשם מוציא. And he doesn't go and he takes it over there. ויש סוברים שיש אף במבוסים יש איסור בהוצאה בחירון זה. Some say no. Even garments to take out, even if you wear them, there's a problem. ואינו מותר להציל אלא חצר מעורבת. But you know, and because it's not a regular way to wear such a thing, it's almost carrying. Therefore, you should only do it if the חצר is מעורבת. Okay. Rabbi Yossi says, 18 kelim. You're only allowed to wear 18 garments. Now, where did he get the 18 garments? רק 18 בגדים מותר לו ללבוש ולהוציא. he's only allowed to wear those 18 garments. He says, where did he get the number 18? Because he says there's 18 type of garments. Go around, look, there's underpants, there's socks, there's this, this. I counted all, even if you want a vest and this and this, there's only 18, there's no more. Don't carry more than that. שכנו מספר הבגדים שהיו רגילים ללבוש בחול. This is the amount of clothing that people wear in a regular day. ומפורטים הם בברייתא בגמרא. And you want to know what are the 18 garments, go look in the Gemara, in the Breita. It says over there what are the 18 garments. It enumerates them. But Rabbi Yossi says something else. וחוזר ולוביש ומוציא. He's allowed to go in again and wear them again and go out and take everything off, go in again and take it again, go 100 times. And again, the logic, like we said, you're not afraid you're going to put out the fire. יש מפרשים שפסקה זו לדברי הכל. Some say this verse is according to the all opinion, both Rabbi Yossi and Tanakama. But somebody says, no, it's only according to Rabbi Yossi. שמותר לו ללבוש ולהוציא ולפשוט, לחזור ללבוש ולהוציא לפשוט. That he's allowed to go in and out many times. ואפילו כל היום כולו, even the entire day. ולמה לא התירו כן באוכלים ומשקים? So how come when it comes to food they didn't? לפי שמזון מוציא אדם בידיו. Because food a person take out with his hands. ואם יהיה מותר לו להוציא ולחזור, if I'm going to allow him to go in and out many times, יש חשש שמתוך שהוא בהול על ממונו because he's worried. He might forget it's Shabbos. יבוא לכבות הדלקה. He's going to come and extinguish the fire. אבל בבגדים הואיל ולא תירו לצירם לדרך לבישה. But since with garments he knows the only way he can take them out is to wear them, that reminds him constantly that he's not allowed to extinguish the ישים על ליבו ויזכור שאסור לכבות. He's going to remember he's not allowed to extinguish the fire. but לדעת הרמב"ם, according to the Rambam, אין פסקה זו אלא המשך דבריו של רבי יוסי. He says no, Tanakama disagrees. Tanakama says you're not allowed to go in and out.
Only one.
Yeah. אבל לדעת קנה שהלכה כמותו, but according to that, the Tanakama that the rule is like him, אינו יכול להציל אלא בגדים שהוא יכול ללבוש בלבד. It's only one time that, and he can wear them. ואינו פושט וחוזר ולובש ומוציא. And he's not allowed to go in and out. כשם שאינו יכול להציל אלא מזון שלא סבל בלבד. Just like he can only save 3 meals. ואינו מציל וחוזר ומציל. He's not allowed to save another 3 meals. ויש מפרשים שפסקה זו היא דווקא מדברי תנא-קמא, אבל רבי יוסי סובר 18 בגדים בלבד ואינו חוזר ומציא. Some say it's exactly the opposite. Rabbi Yossi says only 18 garments and that's it. You're not allowed to do more. So it's back and forth. Our easiest way to learn it, Tanakama says you're allowed to wear 1,000 clothing, but only one time. Rabbi Yossi says you're allowed to wear 18 and you can go in and out many times. That's the difference between them. And ואומר לאחרים, and over here he's allowed to say to other people, בואו והצילו עמי, come, which we weren't allowed to do in the previous one, you remember?
כן, בשבילכם זה הפקר.
Over here it looks like, come and save for me, עמי, with me. What does it mean? Let's see.
נזכיר אותם.
ואילו בהצלת מזון, שנינו במשנה הקודמת, when it comes to food, we established in the previous Mishnah, שאומר לאחרים, בואו והצילו לכם. He says, come and take for you. And now over here he says, come and take for me. שכן במזון יש, שכן במזון יש ואינם שווים עמו בהצלתו. I don't understand what it means. Okay, we continue.
במזון יש ואינם שווים עמו בהצלתו.
When it comes to food, they're not equal to him. כגון, for example, שאם הוא לפני הסעודה, because if he is before the meal, והאחרים אחרי הסעודה, and the other people are after the meal, נמצא הוא מציל יותר מהם. We find that it's possible that they're not on the same meals. So therefore, he says the word lachem. In the other ones, in other words, for example, it says, I don't know if you ate breakfast yet. So don't take out as many meals as I am taking because I didn't eat breakfast. So I have 2 more meals. If you ate breakfast, that's why it's lachem. But they both mean lachem. Yeah? But over here, it says lachem specifically. Why? Because he means, don't see me taking 2 meals and assume you can take 2 meals also. Take for whatever meals you need.
זה לכם.
זה לכם.
למה בבגדים הצילו לי?
Oh, so I think it doesn't say הצילו לי. It says, בואו והצילו עימי, with me.
Oh.
Let's see what it means.
Together.
אבל בגדים שווים האחרים עמו בהצלתם. But when it comes to garment, we are all allowed to take the same amount. That's why it says with me. But it doesn't really mean with me. It means with my ruling. It means with my ruling, not with my clothing. In other words, the clothing is hefker.
Okay.
It's yours. ויש מבארים, and there are those who, that's the first explanation. ויש מבארים, there are those who explain, הטעם, the reason, שהואילו במזון אינו יכול להציל יותר מ3 סעודות, since in food there's a limit, only 3 meals, נמצא שאר הפקר. The other thing is הפקר. והרי אחרים כמצילים מזוטו של ים. And the other ones are saving like from הפקר completely. הילקח אומר להם בואו והצילו לכם. Therefore he's telling you, you're saving yourself because I'm not allowed to go back inside. But over here, I am allowed to go back inside. That's why it's different. אבל בלבושים שבידו של בעל בית להציל בדרך לבישה ועטיפה כמה שהוא רוצה, over here, I can wear as much as I want. So therefore it all belongs to me. According to Tanakama, not all day. But even if it's not all day, I have the potential to wear everything in my house. Even though I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm allowed to. In other words, it's not really hefker. That's the idea. והיינו לחזור פעם אחת אחר פעם וללבוש ולהוציא לבשות. אין כאן הפקר. It's not real הפקר. Because I never gave away the whole thing. ולכן הוא אומר בואו והצילו עימי. That's why he says come and save with me. כלומר שיעזרו לו להצילו בשבילו. In other words that they allowed to save it. Not exactly, because he's not telling them, I'm going to give you money. In other words, this is we'll have to go back to the Pikrim.
Okay.
Yeah, it says they know that after Shabbos, it's either they're going to take we learn 2 ways. Either they're going to take the garments and then pay him for it, or they're going to take the garments and give it back to him, and then ask for the money that he took them to work. One of those shitters.
Or take the clothes and not pay them.
Or
if they're not Pikrim.
If they're not Pikrim, yeah.